It's a rematch of the 2023 GLC Championship game. Up next on your home for all Holiday Sports, Hoban Athletics YouTube. We're here in Westlake, Ohio to begin what could be the last month of our broadcasting schedule, depending how the playoffs go. But nonetheless, it's a rematch from last February. Hoban winning that one 71-60 to take home the GLC title. And they look to do a similar thing tonight with a win. They get one step closer to being the two-time reigning champions and the last two ever champions of the GLC. Nathan, Smee, Michael alongside me. It's exciting to see these two teams on the same court once again. Yeah, Nate, I mean, the last time they played, great matchup. We'll look to see that once again tonight. A lot of similar faces from that game. The top scorers for both teams from that contest have returned. For Hoban, Steyers had 18 in what was really an excellent run of 4 games in the GLC tournament last year. Arguably his best 4 games of Hoban, given that role he had. And then you have Akapinti, who put up 20 and who is slated to make his return to the lineup tonight for Westlake. Yeah, that's going to be big because really their offense really struggles. They don't score a lot of points per game. So you're going to look at that. And if you're Hoban, just outscore them, you probably come home with a win. Well, you do because you outscored them, but... Are those the ESPN stats already bringing out here? Those are those ESPN stats. But Derek Akapinti, he leads in every single stat. The only one he does not want to lead in that he does, Michael, is turnovers. 4 per game, but otherwise, a really good stat line. You have 12.3 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and almost a block per game. Michael, he might be a baseball player by trade, committed to Akron. What does he need to do tonight to help Westlake win? Well, probably why he leads the team in turnovers is because he always has the ball, but really for them to win, he's got to be able to have a 20-plus performance game, I feel. So if you're Hoban, there's really nobody else on that team that really shines above everybody else. So I think you put a lot of focus on him on defense to start the game and see how they react. And so for him, you're going to have to stay open off the ball, because I'm sure off the ball, Hoban's going to guard him really hard. So he's got to create opportunities for himself, really. And then another aspect of this game will be shutting down Ryan Turk. You could argue him or Austin Heyer as the best player from the class of 2026 in the GLC going forward. He impressed last time out at Hoban's building, around 10 points in that game. Especially he was potent from beyond the arc. And Hoban this year, Michael, they've kind of struggled to defend the 3-ball. Yeah, they have struggled to defend the 3-ball throughout time here. I feel like they've gotten better as the year's gone on, but a little bit of a step back in that Hoban game. They really struggled against a good opponent in Hoban, and obviously Westlake is a little bit of a lesser opponent, so I see them to go back to that better defense that they were playing throughout the GLC. And we were talking about a pregame, Michael. This Westlake team is one of the streakiest teams there is. Yeah, they're a very streaky team, but on the flip side, I feel Hoban is also a very streaky team, because I feel like you see 2 different teams kind of show up. Really, their offense doesn't always show up for them, and hopefully you can see that tonight. Plenty to play for here in Westlake, Ohio on this Tuesday night to get us underway in February. I'll turn it over to our PA announcer to kick off the night of festivities in the rematch of last year's GLC Championship game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Westlake Athletic Center, the home of Haven Drive. Board of Education Superintendent Dr. Scott Donovan, Principal Rob Woods, and Athletic Director Nick Renal extending each of you a cordial welcome. Westlake High School and Hoban High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations set forth by the association to maintain high standards of good sportsmanship. The athletes in tonight's game are friendly rivals, but plainly be fierce. All in attendance tonight are reminded that this is a game between student athletes and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials assigned to tonight's game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tonight's officials are Eric Garcia, Stelly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Westlake Demons. A sophomore, number 1, Ryan Turk. A senior, number 3, Jackson Moore. A senior, number 22, Derek Ochapinti. A junior, number 25, Samuel Brashiri. And a junior, number 34, Evan Hargett. The Demons are coached by Luke Harrison, assisted by Darren Ford, Troy Harrell, Josh Lane, Tyler Lane, Kurt Camden, and Shane Stelly.
Well, Michael, it might not be the most packed house we've seen all year, but there's still plenty of noise to be had in this gym tonight. It's an exciting game. Maybe not as anticipated as it was when the original schedule was made.
Yeah, and definitely more complications than I think originally expected in this game. But something for Holy Name here is they have 2 bigs starting. I like that a lot. I feel like we saw that a couple games ago starting. Once Andrew Cole came back, I think we saw Joe Luce and him both start. I really like that. I think that worked really well.
And given Westlake's height as they win the opening tip, there's some big height there. Sam Bruschieri, their starting quarterback for football. He is a nuisance to deal with inside the paint, just given his height. And a steal off the bat, however, against him is Bolin. He trips up on his own power. It goes right back to Westlake, so crisis averted as he gets to work. Turk off balance. Rolls in and out and in again. So Ryan Turk from downtown continues from where we left off last year with him and opens the scoring. Stars on the other end, blocked down by Acapinti. Hit back. Kimnick will take it out. Being met on a little bit of a steal attempt by Moore.
Yeah, and a really aggressive defense, man defense here from Westlake.
Cole from way downtown. No good. Board by Turk, who's done it all for Westlake to begin. Not much he had to do, but a rebound and 3 points is plenty enough for a lead as of now, 1 minute in. Nice play inside, 2 Hargett, and it's in off the glass. 5-0 start for the Demons.
Yeah, they had everybody step up. Good look there for the pass.
Bolin taking up off the screen, set by Cole, takes it in, kicks out, fires a 3. No good, off to the left side. Lewis bobbles it around against Brucheri. Hit down on the ground. He finally gets it back. Now Holy Name will reset with 6:40 to play in the first. Cole taking inside the arc, stepping. He'll play it out to Steyer. Steyer so far this year has impressed, averaging 22.4 points per game. Floats it in, no good. And a board by Acapinti will take it up the court. Moore near side for an 8-0 start, no good. Board by Andrew Cole to settle things down. Holy Name, they just need any kind of shot to fall at this given moment. We do apologize for our scoreboard difficulties there, and here's CZ locking us out of our scoreboard. Floater up by Bolin and in. So Holy Name is finally on the board. Westlake will take it up. And tipped away by Andrew Cole. A nice steal from him. Puts it up. Miss. Acapinti missed. No good. Bolin in the corner. No good as well. Bounces around. Acapinti boxes out. May have hit out of bounds. They say play it in. Plays it up to Brucheri. Against Bolin. Bolin gets back, gets a piece of it. And he'll stay with Westlake.
Well, I definitely thought Bolin committed a foul there. But going back to Andrew Cole and that steal, I feel just, you got to set your feet, take your time, and go up with that layup. You got time. You got plenty of time. Just relax.
More to inbound for the Demons. Plays it outside the arc. Acapinti, no one even near Hargett off the glass and in. He has 4.
Right, they got to beware of that off-the-ball movement. They got to pay attention to that because it's clearly been a big part of Westlake's offense.
Stiers has it outside the arc in the corner. Cole's already missed 1-3. Takes it inside. Out to Stiers. Takes it inside. Left-hand finish, and it's in. So Stiers opens up his scoring gap. 14 points last time out. He's going to look for a lot more than that today. Turk in the near corner. Acapinti takes it in under the glass and rimming in. Acapinti bodied his way to the basket for his first 2. Bolin almost throws in. Moore got a piece out of play, and it'll go back to the Demons who are making some noise early. Not the ideal start for Holy Name. They have looked like a deer in the headlights almost so far.
They have not looked very sharp to start off this game with 4:55 to go in the first quarter.
So plenty of time to adjust things. Cole getting a piece of it. He has the only steal for the Green Wave so far besides Bolins that he picked off. That's another one for Maxwell Bolin off of the pickoff. Plays it no look to Stiers. Left side puts it up off the glass and in. Stiers quickly has 4. Now we're back to a one-possession game.
Right there, that's his bread and butter. That normally gets Hohenheim's offense going, so use that as a spark. Let's get something going here on offense.
Moore being pressed by Stiers gives Acapinti. He's averaging around 12 points a game. He's made a big impact all of his time here for the Demons. And it's been a big reason why they've had the success they have, especially last year. Nice pass in the corner to Hargett. No good. He still stays with 4 points. Butler to check in at the next stoppage for Hohenheim, and Stiers takes it for far side. Takes it and he trips and hands it right back off to Turk. Another turnover for the Green Wave. Turk takes it from one end to the other and gets it off the rim and in. He now has 5 as Westlake breaks 10. A very ideal start for the Demons in this game. They're going to make a change. Anthony Fernandez to check in very soon. But so far, it's all Westlake. Kiminek bobbles it, but takes it in. Cuts to the right of Turk. Works off the screen. Floater to the right. It's in. Nice bit of work by Kiminek, finding the open shot and giving Hohenheim their 4th field goal of the game. 3:30 left to play in the opening frame. 3-point Westlake lead. Acapinti gives to Brucheri. He gets the better of ball and plays it in. Hargett off the glass. He now has 6. An explosive start for him. He has 6 of the 13. 5 to Turk and 2 for Acapinti. One dribbling off the right, takes it in. What a pass inside to Joe Lewis, and he gets it off the glass to fall. Now Hohenheim breaks double digits. It's 13-10. And a steal by Stiers over the ball by Moore. Off the back of the rim, no good, but a board by Bolin, who's right there to kick it out. Lewis hands it off to tie it up. No good by Bolin. Kiminek flies in there, but Turk gets the better of him and plays it out. And a timeout called by Westlake.
Right, Max gets that rebound off of Drew's missed shot there. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but just go up with that shot. I mean, you have 2 3-pointers. Nobody even guarding you.
Hohenheim has plenty to work out here in our first timeout of the game. 13-10. Westlake leads. .237 left to play in the opening quarter in Westlake, Ohio. 13-10, Demon lead. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me, Michael Oleksik. Michael, Westlake, their goal is to play spoiler in this game, and so far they're playing the part to perfection.
Yeah, I mean, they've come out ready to play. They look pretty aggressive. I mean, overall, I feel like they've looked pretty good, and their offense has done well, which is something that we necessarily didn't really expect because their offense has struggled throughout this year.
Taggart inside, head on play, and he'll stay with Westlake.
Yeah, Westlake's offense has been very, very spotty this year. And they've shown up to a couple games. They haven't shown up to a couple games, so it's 2 different teams. Kind of like Hohenheim. You're going to see a different team every night, I feel.
Westlake averaging 57.81 points per game so far this year, while allowing 54.3. Like I said, Michael, they've been hit or miss as they've scored plenty more than that, but also put up plenty less. Turk being double teamed by Butler and Stiers. Ball is loose. It goes to Kiminek on the steal. Hohenheim down by 3 will take it in transition. No good rolling out, but Kiminek will still go to the line for 2 after missing the opportunity for the and 1.
Yeah, their most points scored is 76, and their least points is 46. So there you see a 30-point difference, which is pretty big.
Hohenheim, they have a big disparity as well in their points as Kiminek makes the first.
Yeah, they have 84 against Riverside. That was the first game of the year.
And Elise was in that Hoban game, 52.
52, yeah. So even greater point disparity, but very close in least amount of points there.
Kiminek will sink both. He now has 4 points on the evening. Hohenheim down by 1 with 2 to go in the opening frame. Bolin and Butler meeting them at half court. Fernandez will take it up and beats the press. Fernandez hands it off. Turk being met by Bolin. Ball bobbled around and a steal by Hillmanek. Hoban hasn't done much well today, but stealing has been their strong suit. And a foul on the reach-in or a shove by Reitenbach.
Yeah, Westlake's been very loose with the ball on offense. They've given up a lot of turnovers. And that's great if you're holding aim. I mean, take advantage of those. I would say probably a majority of their 12 points have been off of turnovers.
A lot of second chance points not falling. It's been mainly just the steals. But usually for holding aim, we're saying second chance points is the name of the game. Kicked out, very high pass to Hillmanek. He steps up for a three. And he's fouled, so he'll go to the line for 3 more shots. He already took 2 on the last possession. Hoban getting themselves to the line and starting to find their stride offensively, even if it's not by scoring. So Hoban has a chance to take their first lead of the evening if Hillmanek can take 2 or 3. He starts off good.
He's only pretty good from the line. But as I say that, don't sorry, Adam, I just jinxed you. Yeah.
Here's second. He makes it as well.
No announcer's curse yet, I guess.
Still plenty of time.
Oh, I know. Plenty of time to go in this game.
He's 4 for 4 from the line, 6 points. That one missed, but Hoban still leads. Butler flies in for the board. Hoban could get a 4-point or 5-point possession if they work things correctly. As Cole's trying to be shifty with it, but opts to get rid of it. Back to Bolin. Bolin will reset with a $1.25 to play in the first. Bolin trying to size up against Giaga. Kicks out for Stiers. No good off the rim, and a board by Fernandez to end the damage. Nice pass up to Reitenbach. Reitenbach has Cole in his face. Cannot finish off the glass. Board by Hargett. Hargett puts it up. Actually, Crutchegger will be Hayden Purdy with the N1. Jemison a check-in for holding in, but that is not one you want to surrender if you're holding in. The contact was good, but you cannot give up N1s on this side of the game. That will also send Wallenhorst in the lineup for Westlake, and it will have Turk take his first breather of the game. 1:05 left to go in the first. Westlake leading by 1. Purdy's and 1. He's able to connect. He has 3 all in that possession. It's 16-14 with a minute to go in the opening frame. Ball will take it up the court for Hoban, trying to match up against Fernandez. Jemison floats over, gives him a screen to work off, and loads up for the contested 3, and it's in! An awkward shot for Bolin, finds the net, and Hoban restores their advantage. We talk about shot selection, Michael. That's one you're not a fan of at all.
No, it's not.
Nonetheless, it got the job done. That one's sent to the ghost, out of bounds, and it will go back to Hoban.
Right there, a little bit of pressure, and you see how they feel like they're under pressure. They need to get the ball out, and it just creates an easy turnover. Nobody within 10 yards of that.
17-16, 20 seconds to go in the first. Butler, Bolin, another 3 for him. That one no good. Bounces around on a play. It will stay with the green and white.
I know the quarter's not over yet, 18 seconds to go, but really, what a second half of the quarter if you're holding aim. I mean, total 360-degree turnaround.
As Cyrus gets that one to go in off the inbounds for 3. 20-16. Okay, that'll be a 2. I thought so. We didn't see. They had 20 on the board. Foul. Something didn't quite add up there, Michael.
I mean, I'll take the 20. Oh, they put 20 back on.
I guess it was a 3 for Drew Stiers. So when he watches this one back, Michael, we're not going to be hearing some good comments from him.
Oh, no, they put it back to 19.
Now, oh my goodness. Can we pick a score?
5 seconds.
Michael, I have an idea. I think just roll a dice. Whatever we get, that's the score. Riley to check in for the last 5 seconds of the quarter. He'll take out Jemison.
He wants somebody that can shoot a 3 in.
And he's been really hot since coming back for injury. 3.7 points per game this year. He's been averaging right around that 5 mark since the return. Going to take it up at the dying moments. Kicks it to Butler. No shot can even get off. If that counted, it would have not been good either way. It's 19-16 to end one. It would have been a tale of 2 halves of 1 quarter, Michael. Hoban starting to look like the team that we know them to be. But still plenty to play for going into the second quarter. 8 minutes down. Hoban leads by 3. We're back on in a minute. One quarter in the books at Westlake High School. It is the visitors up by 3 after bouncing back after a rough start to the game. Just sitting at I am at this field alongside me, Michael Oleksik. Just as the first quarter started, the second starts with turnovers traded by both teams. Look at that. Same exact start to both quarters. It goes back to Hoban.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just 11 seconds is off the clock. No difference in possession, nothing. Nothing changes.
And indeed it is 19 points, not 20 for Hoban. Let's be clear on that one. And another turnover right off of Riley's fingertips. We're like a baseball kind of incident there. It'll go back to Westlake.
He's trying to shoot the ball before he can catch it. Gotta catch the ball first there, bud.
Now Westlake has another opportunity to get back to a tie game. They have played well so far, given their record going into this game at 8-8. Hernandez looks for help, gives to Acapinci, goes to the basket, no good. Stires the rebound, what a pass, up to Bowen, puts it up. No good, but Stires flies in there and finishes. I know, Michael, you were ready to see that when Stires missed his in the first quarter. He does what Bowen did not in that attempt.
Yeah, that's all what you need to do. You just have that second guy there just in case. Drew is ready for that like he always is.
And there's steal, Humanek puts it off the glass, and there's an and one for Hoban. Humanek in the fire finishes. He'll go to the line for an opportunity for a 3-point play. He has 8, leading Hoban. We're starting to see Adam Humanek get back to his vintage self.
Yeah, that's something I want to see more. Much more conservative.
So that is big for Hoban. They now lead by 7. If they can pull away and lead by 10 at halftime, I think Coach Pat would be really pleased with that result. That one no good. Tips around, but Lewis the board. Humanek 1 out of 3. No good. Board by Turk. So Westlake avoids the damage for now and gets it back. Acapinci takes it in off of Lewis. Almost an and one traded, but he'll go to the line for 2. Lewis the culprit.
Just got to move your feet there. You don't use your hands so much. In high school, they let you get away with a lot, but you got to be able to move your feet too. Just stay with that guy. You got him all time. You had the angle on him. You were protecting your hoop, so just keep moving your feet.
First one no good by Acapinci. We have our first message of the game. If you want to give your feedback on the game, comment on Hoban Broadcasting's tweet. Coach Mitchell, one of the varsity baseball assistant coaches, with a win tonight, does that wrap up the conference for the Namers? Mathematically, no. Theoretically, maybe.
Theoretically, not. Like, pretty much a win with Valley Forge.
Pretty much sums it up.
Pretty much does.
Pretty much does.
The game clock never started. So a win today and a win on Friday would very much, not mathematically eliminate, it would wrap up the GLC, but very, very slim chances for anybody but Holy Name to win the GLC.
As much as we don't want to use the words meaningless games, if Lakewood messes up this week, then the last 3 games of our schedule against Lakewood, Buckeye, and Strongsville are meaningless games.
Yeah, Lakewood will have to win out for sure.
No good on the 3 from Riley, but O&M gets the board courtesy of Joe Lewis. Lewis in the paint this year has been big for O&M, not necessarily scoring, but creating opportunities via his rebounding ability. Bullen sizing up against Moore, takes it in, the jumper, the mid-range falls. He now has 7. And O&M an 8-point advantage to go along with it. Hargett to take it up the court for the Demons. He has Lewis near him, hands it off behind him to Moore. In the corner, back to Hargett, back up top, Acapinti. And it appears to be a foul on Stiers.
On defense, you just got to move your feet. It's a lot of effort on defense, I'm telling you. That's why we look at Aiden and we say he's such a good defender. Well, he shows effort, and really, just because he's small, him moving his feet, showing effort, really, that's what makes him a good defender.
Unlike scoring, defense is more just being able to be physical and willing to put in the effort as a travel going back to Holy Name. Shooting takes more technical ability than defense, as an error can easily be forced just by being a nuisance in its own face. Defense
is really not all that much skill. Not to take away from any great defenders. Defense is not so much skill. It's a lot of just moving your feet, staying with your defender. And where offense, you got to have that precise shot. You got to be able to have that good shooting momentum.
Speaking of shots, Butler, no good at the front of the rim, takes it.
He got clobbered. He got clobbered after that second shot.
The rest of them letting him play for the most part tonight. Played inside, Lewis tries to spin on Brucieri. No good off of the backboard, Turk the board. Westlake trying to run with a full head of steam. The mid-range jumper, no good. Tipped down to Butler. He retrieves. Holy Name takes it up. Stiers, mid-range. Cannot fall. Board by Acapinti inside the arc. 6 rebounds per game. That's a big one for Westlake. As they like to get some points on the board and get back in this one. Brucieri tipped away by the Jackrabbit. That's why he gets that nickname. Just a scrappy way he plays defense. Kimmernick takes it in, posting up and pivoting. No good. Board by Acapinti. Westlake resets once again.
I love how Holy Name is pushing the ball inside, especially in these fast breaks. But, I mean, now they've missed 3 or 4 shots in a row, so maybe you take one and you slow one up and you set something up maybe.
Turk takes it in, kicks. No one near Hargan in the corner. No good. Board by Himonic. Been a relatively slow quarter so far.
There must be some lids on these baskets or something.
Butler takes it in. As an and one for Aiden, the Jackrabbit Butler. He stands in. He takes the heat once again. And this time he's rewarded with a free throw.
Westlake ball number 25, Brucieri. That's his first.
The goal against Brucieri is probably the biggest mismatch possible for Heights in this game, Michael.
It probably is.
If I was a betting man, I would assume that's the case.
I'm not a betting man though, so I don't know.
I still have some money, so I'm not a betting man. Butler gets the and one to fall. He's averaging less than 3 points a game this year, but he has 3 tonight. 28-17 lead. What a turnaround from the first 4 minutes of the game for Holy Name. Played back inside. Nice no-look bounce pass to Moore, and he's able to finish it off. Butler takes it up. He has 3. Plays it. Cole. No one near him. It's in! Andrew Cole has learned to shoot the 3 ball. Westlake student section can't believe it, but Neighbor Nation can. Cole is on the board. Now Westlake, they really need to reset. Down by 12. A foul there as Acapinti tried taking it in. That'll be Holy Name's third of the quarter.
And I'm actually just thinking about it now.
Team foul number 3 of the quarter.
Aiden is defensive back in football, correct? So I think that plays a lot in why he's such a good defender here. I mean, just being able to move your feet. You got to do that in football, so I think that really helps him here, thinking about that now.
His footwork is immaculate, I do have to say. He's able to, it will kind of get pressure right off the pass. That will put in for Haggard. Crushing Hargan, he has 8 points all in the paint, all on nice little floaters that either hit the glass or the rim. Played inside, Butler kicks, Cole, why not another three uncontested? It's in! Hey Westlake, how about you start marking Andrew Cole? He can shoot the triple. Not on my bingo board. 2 threes in a row for Andrew Cole. And an offensive foul on Haggard. It goes back to Hoban. The momentum is with the green and white.
And a timeout Westlake.
How do you like him now?
Timeout Westlake. Full time.
Westlake has to take a full time out there.
Nate, I like it now. I sure as heck like it now.
Quoting the late great Toby Keith. How do you like me now? We'll take a timeout. It's all Hoban up by 13 in the second. .304 left to go in the first as we return to Westlake. Do you have comments at home about the game? Go to William Broadcasting's Twitter post about the game. Leave your comment and leave your thoughts, and we may or may not read them aloud and discuss it and give our own opinions on what has been a good game for Hoban so far, excluding the first couple minutes. Nice pass by Stires to Bowen. He cannot finish, however. Westlake gets a stop out of the timeout, and they look to get some offense rolling down by 13.
Yeah, he's been struggling to finish inside tonight. So just get him a couple more shots in there. Maybe he'll get going.
Acapinti not struggling to finish, however, bodying his way past Cole to finish.
No, Westlake's been really good inside. They just have been unable to shoot the three, and that's where they find themselves in this deficit.
Turnover to Acapinti. Nice bounce pass into Long Horse, and it goes out of bounds. Cole sends it.
I looked up, I saw Andrew Cole block that, I looked down, and then I looked back up, and I saw Adam on the floor way over there too.
I looked up and see Andrew Cole standing over Adam Humanek. I had questions.
I know, did Andrew punch Adam down?
That's a nice basket work by Giaga.
Yeah, it's a lot of off-the-ball movement, like a lot of credit to Westlake there. A lot of off-the-ball movement. Hoban has to keep their eyes on their own defenders too. You got to play help defense, but you got to be able to keep your eyes.
Bowen sends someone skating. No good board by Wallenhorst. Westlake putting some offensive possessions together.
Even the Westlake student section was like, oh my goodness.
They were mesmerized by Maxwell Bowen. Giaga, the three, no good. Bounce around. Butler retrieves it. He'll take it down the right side against Turk. Pulls up, puts it off the glass and in. Butler has 5 in the quarter. As Hoban now restores an 11-point advantage.
Love the step through right there.
And the match is Andrew Wallenhorst. And now, delay of game?
Yeah, they probably hit, after he made the shot, he probably hit the ball off the he probably hit it. They'll either give you a delay game or they'll just tee you right up. So they gave him a warning, which is very rare to see a second one. So
getting teed up at this point for Westlake would be extremely detrimental. As Bowen launches, and it's in! Maxwell Bowen, his second triple of the game. Give him 10.
He struggled inside the arc, but outside the arc, he's been pretty good.
He's gotten by Humanek with some nice work on some nice passes. Turk finishes off an excellent run player for the Demons. He now has 7. Bowen takes it. Goes out of bounds. It goes back to Westlake. I'm just confused. Either A wasn't a foul or B in travel.
Yeah.
It had to be something.
And I feel this is a game that Hoban is okay with. I think they're okay with a scoring fest. I think they feel that they can outscore Westlake.
They're going to need to continue to do that. Up by 10 and a steal into the hands of Andrew Cole with a minute to go.
I think if they are able to, if we keep playing like this, they keep outscoring them, and then have a few timely defensive stops, I think you'll win this game.
Defensive stop by the Demons. Instead, in the paint, Akapinti takes the board. He'll take it up. He has played somewhat well today. Turnover on the other hand for Wallenhorst. Gives to Stires on the glass. He gets it to finish with the left hand. Stires now has 10, all from inside the arc, and a timeout for Coach Patton.
He might just want to give his guys a break because, I mean, they've been coming up and down the court. It's been a very fast-paced second half there after this second quarter.
Hoban not accustomed to being in the 40s going into the break. Today they will be. 41-29 as we take a break.
You're good.
27 seconds left to go in the first half. Hoban's having an offensive explosion. 41-29. This quarter alone, they have played really well. 22 points. Just sitting at 98th this field alongside me, Michael Oleksik.
Oh, they were. I thought Hoban had six guys on the floor, but that's Jeffrey. He was trying to check in or something, I think.
Jamison was on the court and now is just back to the bench.
No, he's sitting in front of the scorer's table for the next stoppage of play. He'll check in, but
He'll probably be going to the locker room not playing.
Yeah.
Westlake content with taking a last shot. Overlapping runs being made. Fernandez takes a three off a screen by Akapinti. No good. Stires rise above the grab the board. They need to push up the court, and they do. Ball at the buzzer. Nowhere close as it goes well below the basket, not about. As we go into the break, 41-29. Hoban leads as they have made a statement so far tonight. They have played really well and responded to the adversity of the first quarter. Your leading scorer so far, 10 for Bowen, but for the home team, it is Hargan, a quiet man with 8 points. But we'll take our break here and be back in a couple minutes to bring you the halftime report. It's Hoban up by 12. from halftime here in Westlake, Ohio. It is the away team, however, who has made Westlake their home. 41-29, the Green Wave lead, and surprisingly, Michael, the wealth is being shared on the offensive.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 players in double digits. Max and Drew, I think, both have 10.
Yes, they do, as the board is corrected to have them both at 10. Humanek has 8. Cole has 6, all from uncontested threes. And surprisingly, 8 butts. He has 5.
That is surprising, yeah.
It's been a great all-around game for Hoban, with the exception of the first couple minutes. And a big part of it is we haven't really called Derek Akapente's name at all.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't be surprised if they got him off the ball pretty well. But I mean, they've really done a good job of really shutting him down just all in general. He's never really had an opportunity to make something happen.
And the other player we had to account for is Ryan Turk. He has 7 as well. Actually, no, 7 and 5 for Akapente. 12 combined points. Then you egg in Harget's 8. That's 19 of your 29 right there in 3 players. For Hoban, half your points are in 2 players, but the rest are evenly distributed.
Yeah, I feel that Harget's probably definitely played the best out of them. He really, the later half of that first half, he really struggled, but to start off that half, he was playing really, really good basketball.
Hoban will need to continue to play some good basketball Friday night for Hoban Broadcasting's Game of the Week at Valley Forge. Michael, given the oh my goodness, I can't speak today. Given what's at stake in that game, that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's basically a win there, a win tonight, and you win the GLC. Not mathematically, but I feel very strongly that you have a very good chance of winning the GLC with winning these 2 games.
And for the playoffs, Michael, right now where Hoban sits, they're in the danger zone. If I had to guess right now, Michael, round 2 is not going to be a pretty game. Going out to Cuyahoga Falls to play CBCA, who has 1 loss this year. That's by 20 points to Louisville, who took edge to a good game and beat Hoban by 20.
Yeah, and that would be a challenging look at the playoffs for Hoban. So a couple more wins would definitely help you out, get you more upper middle of the class. So.
And some Gilmore and Vajday losses will be huge. That's the 2 teams really ahead of us. If Hoban can be 20 or higher, I don't think we're going to have to run into them. However, then you're just running to Glenville, who's also an equal, if not better team in CBCA. It's not a good choice whoever you get. Last year, Coach Patton didn't take a first-round game, Michael. We'll ask him post-game. I'd be shocked if he didn't this year.
Yeah, and I think, clearly you're going to have to beat some good teams to be able to go far in the playoffs. Just any way you look at it.
The goal is Dixon, got another one blocked by Lewis, snatched away. That's a good defensive start to the half for Hoban. Can they turn it into some offense? Steyer's going to bobble with the right hand and take it out. He has 10 points so far today. 4 points away from his tally against the Knights of Hoban last time out. Giving it from downtown. Rolls in and out, no good. Board but pushed away. Nice job by Steyer's. It still goes to Turk. The heads-up play by the junior to free it for a moment. Turk to take it in. Plays it into Brucheri. Out. Moore. In the corner. Another 3. Air ball to the hands of Jimenez from Harget. Play up the court. Hoban's going to press it now. Bowen. Bounce pass. Jimenez flushes him out. Bowen launches from well downtown. Air ball. So teams trade air balls to begin the second half. Playing out Brucheri. On Bowen, plays out, and a travel forced by Bowen on Brucheri. That'll go back to Hoban.
Just being able to get down the floor with them. Got to go stop the ball. What happens when you stop the ball?
We got another comment. It's from Coach Mitchell again. Keep rolling, Namers. That's my guy right there. Keep it rolling. That'll be one of your coaches this year, Michael.
If I make the team, Nathan.
If you make the team. Michael, I'll be calling your name hopefully in the middle infield or in the infield at some point this year.
Hopefully you'll be calling my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, as much stick as I give this kid, seeing him play on my travel team for a couple of games this summer, he's a 10 times better player than he was during baseball season. That's not a knock on you the way you're playing. That's more of just praising how well you've developed.
Your summer team is really hard to play with, though. I will say that.
Oh, I am very hard to play with, yeah.
Guys were struggling.
Our team was also not so good. 3 for Turk. It's in the corner. That will start the half for the Demons. as Turk gets himself to the double figures.
Yeah, I was trying to find a nice way to say that about your silent teammate.
Two wins.
Thanks for just outright saying it.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Hawken and Gilmore away days weren't really your fancy either.
Yeah, I know, they were very close. They were very close games.
Let's focus on some basketball for the meantime. We can play baseball in baseball seasons here. Chiamanek in the corner, speaking of baseball. And speaking of baseball as well, Akapinti committed to Akron, if I'm not mistaken. He might play a big factor in that game here on April 4th. Air ball, that's a third air ball three of the half, and we're 2 minutes in.
I mean, if you're lame, you got to get something going in the paint. You gotta get your offense going once again. You were really rolling going into halftime. You got to make something happen here.
Target plays it out in a steal by Bowen. He'll take up the center of the court. Nothing fancy. Plays it back. Stiers and blocked by Brucieri. The putback no good by Lewis. He rips it away. Plays it to Stiers and a travel. So Sam Brucieri flying back in avoids disaster and 2 points on the board against Westlake. That's huge.
I don't know. I thought Max would have just came up with that. I don't know what he was passing it back to Drew for. I think Max had the run. He had the lane. Just go up with it.
What did I say before that pass? Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. That's not going to win you basketball games. We just need to put our heads down and make some stops and just keep playing the basketball we played really in the second half of the first half. Out of play against Humanik. It'll stay with the Demons, and right back along, Butler will check in.
44, Bullet right back returning to the Demons. Greenway number 13.
So far, the scoring drying up. Only the three from Turk so far. And there's 2 more points. No! There's the 2 more points. It took a second, but finally it falls in.
Yeah, Hoban has struggled on Westlake's inbound passes. They've left the guy open almost every single time for a free bucket.
And that takes Target up to 10 points on the game.
I mean, whether it be the inbounder if you're for Westlake or just somebody right there on the low block. I mean, just unable to stay with that off-the-ball movement.
And Bowen was sent to the line for 2. Hoyne 7-point advantage and an air ball free throw.
Oh my goodness, Hoyne getting cold.
The ghost of Tony Parker is here. 4 air balls in 3 minutes combined. That one's in for Bowen.
He put a little bit more on that one and went in.
There's a lot to work on for both teams so far in the first 3 minutes. Westlake looking like a lot better of a team, and another floater in for Turk. He now has 12. He's starting to heat up, and we now have a ball game. Hoyne only up by 6. Humanik, a 3 to match. It's in! Humanik getting that one in the corner, and that helps Hoyne get back on track. He has 11. More of that. That's what we need.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say he's the hot hand, but I mean, he's made the shot, so I'd say get him the ball.
Ryan Turk is the hot hand combined, however. He now has 14. He's heating up. He'll make another 3. No good. Bounces away. Stiers gets up on a second chance rebound. And he'll make right place, right time. Puts it in, and a timeout immediately called by Coach Patton. Humanik now has 13. Michael, when the big 3 are all in double figures, good things happen. Look at the scoreboard. They're all in double figures.
Yeah, good things happen, and they're very close in score. I mean, they're really sharing the wealth around, and that's an offense I feel like that's the offense that we saw more against Lakewood, and that was probably their best offensive game.
Well, it's all good as Stiers averages 22, Bowen averages around 19, Humanik 15 and a half. I think Hoyne in the playoffs, I'd rather see a stat sheet like this game than I would 35 for Stiers and then 10 combined for Humanik and Bowen.
Yeah, I think it's going to win you way more games because now they're not worried about a single player. They had to guard all 3 of you.
Or in Riverside, where they did an excellent job of that, and everyone got 20 plus.
They did. Opening up the year, this team looked untouchable. They looked great.
After the first quarter. The first quarter was a little rough.
The first quarter was rough, yes.
But since then, it's been a mixed bag, but so far today, it's been good.
They really have never been a first quarter team, I would have to say that.
And any of around 30 games we've covered, they never have been. Reitenbach bodies his way and gets his first 2 of the game. 7-point Hoyne advantage, mainly because of Adam Humanik. Stiers off the screen, and Humanik will be given A foul against him. He kind of got a little extra friendly in there, and it went the other way. A little extracurricular.
I wouldn't say extracurricular, but just a little over-aggressive.
Better word to describe it. 3:54 left to play in the third. Behind the back, Moore goes with a 7-point deficit to work with. Takes it in, pivots with the right foot. Kicks it out, Acapinti. Drives on Bowen, puts it up, no good, but he gets his own rebound and in. He bodied his way forward. He now has 7. The big man making some moves inside the arc. Ball's loose, Butler trying to free it. He frees it to himself on the tip. He'll make it in the corner. No good off the rim. More of the rebound. He's being trapped immediately. Giving it, gets a piece of it, kicks it out. Bowen the 3 now. It's in! Maxwell Bowen has 14. Has a big bucket to make with Hoban now leading by 8. Moore a little shaken up on that one, getting up. A little bit of physicality shown by Humanek. But Michael, that is Hoban offense at their finest. The shot didn't fall inside, kick it out to an open man. Now Bowen up to 14 and leads the way.
Yeah, he's grabbing that right knee, which he already actually has a wrap on, so we'll watch for him.
Something to monitor down the stretch of this game is Moore. Don't have a scoreboard read on him. He has 2, but he's been playing well so far. Bounces out. Butler gets a piece of it. There's some hustle in the defense. And Butler, one end, and blocked out of bounds right there. Acapinti. He zipped down the court and smacked it out of bounds.
That's where your size advantage comes in. And don't say your stupid saying if you can't teach tall, because I hate that so much.
Look at the heights.
No, I just, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
You can't teach that kind of, you can, but not really. Humanek a 3, it's in! Humanek, a hot hand, has 16. Hoban restores an 11-point advantage. With 2:40 to go in the third. Handoff, Fernandez being met by Bowen. Fernandez so far this year, 6.6 points per game. Reitenbach, a big man 3. No, he passed it off. Plays it in. Blocked by Cole, kept in play. But to Westlake, they should let that one go. And Acapinti almost got the end when it fall. He spun in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
And your Cole shouldn't be throwing it back towards the Westlake basket. He should really throw it up towards the Hoban basket. So if anything, Lakewood has to go get it, Westlake has to go reset and go get the ball. But if maybe there's a Hoban person up there, and they can go get the ball and score with it.
Either way, it would have been good for Reese.
Just a little food for thought there.
I agree with you, but in the moment, it's kind of difficult to adjust yourself.
You don't think of that in the moment. Now that's just basketball IQ, really. You're like, oh, ball here. I just gotta throw it behind me. Just throw it in. Like that's just. But with him playing, this is what his first year basketball here.
I was about to say it's kind of difficult putting him on the measuring stick. I feel like if that's Steyer's Bowen, as that one's made, you more expect it to go where you suggested.
Who spent their whole life playing basketball.
Exactly.
That shows. Yes.
Humanek in the corner for 3. No good, bouncing around, Steyer's the board, blocked once again, Reitenbach this time, it's a block party, but Steyer's bodies his way forward, and opens up his scoring account in the half. He now has 12. 12 for Steyer's, 14 Bowen, 16 Humanek, the love being shared. Acapinti drives, and he is clobbered. He'll go to the line, foul against Butler.
13-8 Butler. That's his first, team third.
I don't mind Hoban sending Westlake to the line so far. I don't mind it at all.
No, I like the aggression. We'll stay aggressive on defense because we've created a lot of turnovers.
Acapinti sinks his first.
They've definitely done better from the line in the second half, though. I have to say that. I think they made two or three trips, and they've made at least 3 of them.
They're perfect 3 for 3 so far, now 4 for 4.
Yeah.
The only miss came from Acapinti in the first half. Hoban more misses than them. Now a 9-point game.
I'm thinking of Hoban in the first quarter. That's what it is.
Butler gets it a fall. It's either going to make it in the basket or get smacked by Acapinti. Butler, he has 7 points today. Kicked in the corner. Haggard takes it in. Top of the arc. Acapinti over Butler. It's in! And Derek Acapinti sinks it. He has 14. He's really heated up in this second half. 5 in the first half, 9 in this quarter alone. From the free throw line, the jumper, no good. Boarded by Humanek, he takes it out the right hand, and a 3! It's in! Humanek is able to match as Hoban breaks 60. He has 3 threes this half. And that was three, number 100 of Adam Humanek's career. And his 500th career point. Thank you to Adam's dad for that information. Shout out to you, Adam. 500th career point and 103 for him. Well deserving.
Well, he is the three-point shooter, so it would make sense that it came on a 3.
And speaking of that, Luke Vanucci from Lakewood, he broke the record for most threes in a career last week for them. So shout out to him. I believe 85 was the number he got to.
I mean, heck, he had almost, I think he had 10 against us, so hey.
He had plenty. Almost too many in that game.
He did. He had definitely too many.
I agree. Acapinti gonna move on Stiers. He goes to the ground, kicks it out of play, and it goes to Hoban. He looked for the physicality, but couldn't draw anything of it.
Number 1, Ryan Turk returns for Westlake.
And Turk will check back in for the Demons. I like the move to check him back in. I feel like when he's on the court, the 3 ball falls really well for this Demons team. He has so far today, too. I feel like if Westlake wins this game, he'll have 5 or 6 by the end of it. Bowen kind of bobbling and gets it inside of Jemison. He's got by Reitenbach against the unlucky roll. Stiers there. A 3rd chance, no good. Finally a board inside by Hargett. And a foul called after a little bit of ripping away inside the paint.
Foul number 21, Jeffrey Jemison.
We're going to Jemison.
His first team foul, number 4.
Hoban's 4th foul. But Michael, it really won't matter. 15 seconds left. Unless Hoban fouls. Jeffrey Jemison, however, keeps it in play to Stiers and finishes. Jemison, after committing the foul, does something great. It keeps it in play. It gives Hoban 2 extra points that they wouldn't have had otherwise. Hoban almost kept it again.
I think he thought, yeah, 15 seconds, I might as well go for it, be aggressive. It's not like, they're not going to burn you too bad on the other end.
It was an excellent play by Jemison. He's been waiting for his moment. Turk at the death, will have to take it, puts it up. It's good at the buzzer for the Demons. Ryan Turk now has 16, leading the way for the Demons. And it's an 11-point Hoban advantage heading into the 4th. Hoban is in a back-and-forth game for them. But now they lead by 11 and look to continue to have a stronghold on the GLC. 8 minutes to go in regulation. We're back in a minute. Eight minutes left to go in regulation. Hoban leads by 11. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Steele alongside me, Michael Oleksik, and a great night for Hoban. If you missed it, Adam Humanek on the same shot made his 100th career 3 and 500th career point for the Green Wave. Special night for him against a team that he won his first GLC title against last year.
Yeah,
he has 14.
A big congratulations to him from Hoban Broadcasting and too.
Yes, sir. As Butler gets the scoring started in the 4th.
I'm sure you guys will hear about that in his interview today.
Oh, 100%. You already know. Whistle will blow a foul. Foul will be against Jemison.
Should be a second. They said one.
It should be a second. You're right. Should be. That's his third.
That's his third.
Can't really be doing that at this point in the game. I mean, you can, but at the same time, if this game gets close, you want to keep him in as long as you can.
And you already have 2 fouls in this quarter, so you have to be smart.
Posting up and putting it in is Purdy. That's pretty nice off the glass.
Haha.
And a steal by Westlake. They're going to try to put some offense together in consecutive drives. Turk takes it inside the paint, bounce around, but goes right to Moore in the corner. That's a big three for the Demons. Jackson rolls him downtown. He has 5. It's an 8-point game.
Yeah, just like that, it's an 8-point game.
But Jefferson right there, puts it in, nothing fancy. And those are his first 2 points of the game.
No need, just get a point there. I mean, there was nobody within 10 yards of him. No one within a Walmart parking lot, as you like to say.
No, than a Walmart parking lot. Shout out Gail Lewis. Double team by Hoban. Kicks its way, Purdy, inside kicks, more, another 3 in the corner. No good, board by Boland, and Hoban will take it down the center. Plays it in, and it goes the opposite way. Don't think they call it travel. I think it's more of just an elbow, there it is. Acapinti checks back in, but Michael, they let the elbow fly a little bit in the first couple quarters, but now, no bueno. And that's foul number 3 in the first minute and a half. I hate to say, but down the stretch, if this game gets close, that's going to matter.
Yeah, William already has 3 fouls in a minute and a half into the quarter.
If you can limit the fouls at this point in the game, that's good. But at the same time, you don't want to give them easy shots. If they're meaningful fouls, take them.
Well,
it'll stay with Westlake. The fouls they had.
I don't know if I agree with that. Maybe. Did it tip off? It didn't really look like it tipped off.
It was close. Inbound to Westlake, nonetheless, down by 10. Turk takes it in. Second guess is kicked. To the corner for 3. Airballed. And off ball will take it and be an inbound on the baseline going back to Hoban.
That's on target. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Westlake with a little bit of a press. Like, they're not. I think they're gonna give them something, right? You would think. Down by 10 with 6 minutes to go. I mean, plenty of time. Don't get me wrong, but.
And something to note: every player on the court has points. 4 of them are in double digits. Looking at it, that's 55 or 56 points on the court right now. Which I don't think that math adds up.
And that's for Westlake.
Correct. I don't think that math adds up either.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't done a great job with that tonight.
Floater by Stires, no good. He gets the board.
No.
Puts it up, and that one's in.
They haven't done as good of a job as Mr. Ronco and Mr. McDonald. Yeah, do as whole name for their scoreboard.
We'll see them again on February 13th against Bay. Acapinti, the mid-range is in. Acapinti now has 16 to match Turk's tally. 10-point Hoban lead with 5 to go. Butler, Heats will take it back and settle. Jamison will come up and set a screen for him. He will opt to play it to Stires. Stires takes it in, plays it back. Bowen up top, Butler. Nice ball movement outside the arc by Hoban and some nice spacing. It's a matter of time before they find the open shot. And there it is on a run. Stires off the glass, it is. They break 8 or break 70.
Right there. Yeah, they've been shooting threes all night. So you kind of get them a little bit more aggressive on that line. So you take like a step out, like you're going to get the ball. They step with you. You come right behind them all day.
And now Stires has 18 points on the game. Follows on Stires' second. Chiminix tally on the day. I'll have to count it up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 13, 19. If that's the case, that's one heck of a day for him. He's needed this bounce back game, Michael. He's needed it for a long time.
He has needed a game that's all for him.
The bounce back from the game at Padua to do this, that's big. He's needed this one under his belt. A three in the far corner for more. Airball, but the putback also no good. We've seen plenty of airballs this half.
Yeah, ever since that Padua game, I feel like he's been a different player. I think it's really affected him.
Yeah, but he's finally putting it past him today, and he's looked really good on the court. And that one put up, rejected by Jamison, but a foul before that'll send him to the line, regardless if it's on the shot or not.
And Moore shaken up.
And Moore was shaken up earlier in the game as Hibbenick went for the board as Acapinti goes to the line. Oleksik back in for Holy Name. First is good. 11-point Holy Name lead with 4:03 to go.
I would say your magic number is probably 75 tonight. Looking at it now, I know we didn't talk about that pregame. We didn't give our over-unders or anything, but I'm saying now our magic number would probably be 75.
I think pregame we just said 60, 65 would have done it.
I probably would have said around that range too. That's a pretty good number. And a timeout, full timeout Westlake.
70 to 60. We're very close to the score. The GLC Championship game was last year with 4:03 to go. It's 70-60. Holy Name leads and looks to continue to hold on to it in the last minutes of the game. One. 4 minutes left to go in regulation. Holy Name leads by 10, 70 to 60. Just tuning in Iron Day to see alongside me, Michael Oleksik, this evening. Holy Name, they have played well today, offensively and defensively. Now the job, just get it done and not choke the lead. Cole take it outside the arc. He has 6 points today, all from threes. Ball takes it, he is tripped from below. That'll be the second foul of the quarter against Westlake.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see Holy Name definitely melt some clock here. How did I go all the way down there? Sorry about the score there. I don't know how it went down 10 points on accident there.
Hargett will check out for Wallenhorst with 3:40 left to go in the contest in regulation. Butler up to Bolin. He kicks it out. Almost picked off, but Cole takes it in. Nice effort by Wallenhorst to try to get a piece. Cole being shifty. Puts it up, no good. Fires the board. The putback effort is no good, but he'll be fouled.
This is for his 20th and 21st point. Oh, wait, no. That's out. Sorry.
This will be for 19 and 20.
Yes.
Bolin 14. Stars with 18 right now, and Hibbenick with 19 leading the way. And Butler with 9. 19 now for Stiers.
That's a career high, probably. I mean, I don't know.
If I was a betting man, we'll go back to that. I would say 9 points is a career high. If he breaks double digits.
He had 7 before, I think. I believe he had 7 before.
If Cole and Butler both break double digits, that'd be the first time in each of their careers they do so.
And Cole has 6, so.
It's possible. 72-60. The magic number you said, Michael, 75. Acapinti takes it in. Amid pressure, no good. Board by Stiers. Plays it to Hibbenick. And he will settle. Approaches in the pass to milk some clock. He's hit and turned it back over. More the right-hand pass up to Acapinti. Stiers into the baseline and in for Acapinti.
And you're going to get a full court press here.
Acapinti has 6 points so far in this quarter. Give him 20. Matching his tally he had last time out in the GLC Championship game against Holy Name. Yeah. Stiers had 18 in that game, and he's at lipstick too.
He was a non-factor in that first half. So that just shows you that they were able to make a couple second half adjustments, and they've really been special.
The no look behind the back from Bolin kept it alive. Himnick takes it in, puts it up, blocked by Hager, and put in by Stars to get him 22. Moore takes it up. Westlake needing 12 to tie. Tart from downtown. It's in! Big three for Ryan Tart. Take him to 19 and a timeout Westlake.
Timeout Westlake.
If they want any chance in this game, that's a big shot to make.
That is a big shot. They needed that. They definitely needed that.
And during this break, we'll let you know what games we're doing in the next upcoming weeks. Friday is our game of the week. We have Holy Name versus Valley Forge away. Saturday morning, 12:30 p.m., I'll be at the Holy Name versus Valley Forge girls basketball game to finish out their regular season campaign against their Farmer Hearts rivals. The next week, Holy Name Bay and Holy Name Lakewood, 7 p.m. starts both at Holy Name. And then the final week that we know of so far, Holy Name at Strongsville, 7:30 tip on the 20th, the 21st. Holy Name will be at Alliance Marlington for girls basketball round 1 playoffs and a cap off the regular season for the boys. They go to Buckeye for a big game, and hopefully we'll already have the GLC locked up.
And those last 2 games in the boys, most likely I will not be alongside with you, Nate, for those final 2 regular season contests. But next week I will be there with you.
Hopefully we'll have you to the playoffs, but we'll see. Final against Westlake, that'll be their 4th.
We'll see if I make the baseball team or not, Nate.
We will see.
It all comes down to that.
We're on the edge of our seats wondering.
His second. Team foul number 4.
Holy Name Baseball, they'll make their debut once again on Holy Name Broadcasting on March 20th in a game that they'll see their former player in Joe Kinney at North Royalton. Will be the 3rd game at that field that week. That's a 3rd day. I will probably be there the Monday game for Keon Sports to see them take on Avon.
Yeah, that's a brand new field over there.
Double goes back. Hey, speaking of that, for those interested, big game tomorrow for boys basketball. Lou West and Garfield in Rocky River, Ohio. I'll be there for Keon Sports as well. Check out their website to see the article for this game that will go live about 2 hours after this game concludes.
And I just have a weird feeling I know who you're going to pick for that player of the game.
I think usually here, ladies and gentlemen, I usually go top scorer, but today, I think you guys know the player who made the biggest impact on this game and the milestone. Look at that in a minute. Turk another 3. Almost winning off the bounce, no good. Butler keeps it to Stiers. No contest to keep it. Plays in, picked off by Moore. Stiers puts it off the glass and in. He now has 24.
And good right there. I mean, you really seen him step up in the second half. He's really made a difference. And those have been big points there.
Diego takes it in, plays Akapinti, taken away by Bolin to Stiers. That all but clinches it. Takes it in, Himnick. To break 20, he goes on a lucky roll. 21 points for Adam Himnick. It's big for him tonight.
Well, they broke that lucky number 75, I feel.
Rolls around and in for Haggard. They'll take him to 12. Butler takes it up. He has 9. They might let him shoot. Instead, he gives the Stiers to Himnick. Point just going to try to pass it around and drill as much clock as they can.
Hey, you got an 11-point lead with 1 minute and 18 seconds to go. If they're gonna foul you, let them foul you. Time out, Coach Patton.
Coach Patton, there we go.
Let's talk about what they're gonna do for the last minute, 13 seconds, because it is an 11-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this game is not over yet.
And speaking of things, Michael, I think it's only fair that we addressed last week St. Joe's Academy versus Mags. It brings back the shot clock question we asked you a couple weeks ago. For those of you who don't know, Mags led 49-34 with 7.5 to go. What did they do, Michael? They dribbled out the clock to finish the game. St. Joe's coach placed on admin leave. What are your thoughts on the shot clock now?
Well, first of all, you got to give them the whole story on that. I mean, there were 7 minutes in the quarter. So start of the 4th quarter. Mags sat in the zone the entire quarter and didn't press the ball. So you have to say
St. Joe's didn't press Mags the ball.
I'm sorry. Yes, vice versa. I think that has nothing to do with the shot clock, and that has everything to do with the way that they were coached and the way that they were told to do it. But I still don't agree with the shot clock for high school. I see both sides of it, but also if you're crushing a team, the shot clock does not help. I'm sorry, but I personally like the no shot clock, but I like to see it go. Once you get to college, obviously there's a shot clock. I like to see that, though.
And also the bylaw of it is if you press, you have 5 seconds to get rid of the ball. You can't just sit there being just pressed.
Yeah, that's why. That's a good. I think we should. That has to stay.
I think it needs to be done more often. You see, don't see a lot of teams using it.
I would say that it has to be called more often. Yes.
Pollard plays it in to Humanek. They're just going to pass the ball around as much as they can. Fires out to Humanek.
Yeah, and they're obviously going to go for a steal. Probably not fouling. That's why you're keeping the spacing out. They're just going to keep moving the ball around.
How many passes in a row can we get? How many can we get? Let's continue to count here. To Stiers, he'll settle with it. And there we go, we got a foul. So we will have some more shots in this game.
That's a shooting foul.
It won't matter either way, it sends it to the line.
Yeah. Well, no. It wasn't a shooting foul. Sorry, I take that back. That was the 5th foul for, I almost called him Lakewood again. Westlake. I did that the entire time we've been here. I keep calling them Lakewood.
Try going from Olmsted Falls to North Olmsted in back-to-back games.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That is the worst I've had.
That's not
Blue West Movies Friday. Mixing up Blues teams was just tradition. It was heritage. That one good. Both made by Stiers. He now has 26.
And they broke 80 for the second time on the year.
84 is the most. Airball. Kept in play, but to Humanek. The effort was there, but it's all for naught. Humanek being trapped up to Bolin. And we're going to settle with things a little bit here. Lakewood, we'll find out the final score of that game later on. They play River tonight. But Hoban will go to 8-0 in the GLC. This will officially eliminate Westlake from contention. So now, Michael, and then there were 4, I believe. Hoban has a chance, obviously. Lakewood. Bay still has a chance.
Bay does have a chance.
And I believe Rocky River with a win keeps their chance alive.
They have to win tonight, though. They have to win tonight. And Lakewood is inactive tonight. I know we were going to mention that earlier. We did not.
Lakewood's not inactive. They play Rocky River.
They did play Rocky River tonight. Oh, okay.
So basically, the winner of that game is about over. This game also over.
The loser of that game is pretty much done.
But nonetheless, this game over, 80-67. Your play of the game brought to you by Keon Sports goes to the man who had a legacy game tonight. I have to give it to Adam Humanek. 21 points on the day, less than Stiers, but when you get a record that big, and it's for someone who's made that big of an impact for Hoban in his time, you got to give it to him. Got to give him player of the game. Probably look at the hammer as well post-game. But that'll do it here from Westlake, Ohio. Hoban, 13-point victors. We'll see you Friday night at Valley Forge. To stay up to date on all the games we're recovering, follow Hoban Broadcasting Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. Stay up to date on all Hoban sports. Follow Hoban Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Hoban Athletics YouTube and put up push notifications to be notified when we go live with that. That will do it here. Also, shout out to my cameraman, David Smee, my dad. It's his birthday today. Give him some birthday love. Thank you for coming out and joining us here for an anniversary of his 21st birthday tonight. That will do it. We'll see you Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night, everyone, and go Namers.